Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 21st to the 30th, 2018 reading for you. And I hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful day. I'm so happy to be here reading for you guys. And as you can see, I'm using different tarot cards for the first time on this channel. Yeah, and they are the Biddy Tarot cards. And I love them because they are mini cards and they fit perfectly in my hands. I have kind of small hands, so the other cards are kind of big. That's why I usually shuffle them kind of like that. But these cards I can just shuffle nice, and they keep the cards nice and neat, which I like. And the card's image is nice and neat, so they're absolutely beautiful. I didn't think I was going to love them as much as I do. They were a gift, and I'm so happy to be able to use them for this reading for you guys. Now we're going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. There's very much a focus in the here and the now and of prosperity. Okay, there's a karmic lesson to be learned, and it's one that's coming. Well, I guess karmic would be from the past, but there's one that it has been building up for a while, and you're actually letting go of a lot of pain from the past that has been kind of holding you back. So that's really beautiful. Okay, you have this progression of prosperity, which is gorgeous, and then you get what you love. I love it when in a reading you get the Tower card and the Sun card, because it just means that you're coming full circle. And it means that you're going from a place of despair and kind of sitting there and looking at things and going, oh my gosh, how do I move forward? How is everything? Everything feels kind of like a snow globe that just got turned upside down. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And then you have the success. And this is in your clarifying cards. So prosperity and success and bounty is what's leading you forward and is what you are absolutely embracing. So we started off the reading with the Nine of Wands. And this is just feeling overwhelmed. This is feeling as if you are always fighting and you are always defending yourself. And what I want you to do, what this card is telling me to tell you to do, is to stop fighting. Because you see here, you have your arm in the sling, you have your head in the bandage, and it's just kind of as if you are done defending what it is that you want on this earthly plane, your passions, your desires, the way that you want to move forward, and the truth that you are embracing. So what this is saying is to put this wand in the ground. You know that you have this defense between you and the rest of the world, and let your passion and let your desire for what it is that you want, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, not what everybody wants from you or not what other people expect from you. Okay, this is really sitting there and you're looking at what you want from life, what you desire from life, and you are moving forward in this bounty and in this truth, because the wands for me represent the here and the now, the passion of how we move forward on the earthly plane, how we embrace the success that we as human beings want. And that's what the wands mean to me. Think of them as trees that grow and become something so much more than seeds. I mean, I know it sounds silly to sit there and just think for a moment on the beauty that is a tree, but you have that little seed. And think of an apple seed, okay? When you're eating an apple, you get an apple seed and it looks like nothing. It looks like absolutely nothing. But if you plant that in the ground and it's watered and it's nourished by the sun, and, it goes through hibernation in the winter and then it comes up, and it can become this little sprout that grows into this strong, beautiful tree that bears fruit, that gives shelter to birds, that becomes so much more. That's what the wands represent to me. It represents becoming so much more, being given this little seed. Okay, and I don't know, now, I know you guys probably have noticed my tattoo, and it means, synapsis alba means mustard seed, synapsis means mustard seed, and it's sitting there and saying, it's a quote from my mom, and it is saying, from the Bible, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can achieve anything. In Buddhism, it's saying that no life is without sorrow and without grief. So remember that every life has sorrow, every life has grief. And in Islam, it's saying that do not have pride as small as a mustard seed, and that would be about that big, or else you will not get into the kingdom of heaven. So it has all these different meanings in different religions, which I love. And so what this is saying to me to tell you, and why I'm sharing that story, is that with that seed becomes something mighty, becomes something big, and holds so much more meaning than what it is that you start off with. So it's just, if you have faith in yourself, as small as a mustard seed, if you remember that all life has grief. And if you remember to walk without pride, and you keep yourself centered, and you know that it's something as small as the head of a pin that can bring you joy and prosperity, you will move forward into what it is that you desire. This is telling me to tell you to believe in yourself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and to not let the negativity of others pull you down, because they are going to try. Because here you have the Six of Cups, and this is saying that there has been disappointment in your life, okay? These are two children sharing, beautiful flowers within the cups, and you might sit there and say, Dane, how do you get that there is disappointment in your life? It's because this is saying that as a child, for me, this is saying that as a child, you grow, and you don't have an idea that you can fail, and you don't have the idea of the extent of the magnitude that failure can bring into your life. But you do have restrictions put on you by other people. And they sit there and they say, don't dream too big, don't act too proud, don't walk too tall, don't be too much. But here you have the innocence of childhood, sharing with each other, saying that beauty is all that they need to survive. So you are letting go of the pains of the past. You are letting go of the restrictions put on you from childhood by others that sit there and say, don't dream too big, don't walk too tall, don't stand too proud. And you are saying, I can be whatever it is that I want it to be. Whatever it is that I want to be. It is never too late to kind of embrace that inner child within you and live in the prosperity of the now, of your moment, of what it is that you desire. And by cracking that case open, by sitting there and letting yourself be who it is that you really want to be, embracing that desire, embracing that bounty, embracing that beauty, you start to move forward, and it actually starts to heal a karmic debt that has been placed on you, okay? Because you are embracing your prosperity by sitting there and saying, I'm not moving forward in doubt and fear anymore. I am embracing the prosperity, the bounty, and the beauty that I most desire from life. You are setting yourself free. You are being like that bird. You are being able to spread your wings, and you're having the prosperity of your harvest come in. The grapes, being able to make wine, being able to make something beautiful out of your harvest, instead of it just being what it is. You might sit there and say, it's funny to say wine is beautiful, but being able to create something more out of what you were given, instead of just sitting there and saying a grape is a grape is a grape. You are going to sit there and say, look at what I can do with this grape. Look at how my ingenuity can lead me forward and bring me the prosperity that I desire. Because for me, whenever I see, a harvest, a bundle of grapes like this, or whatever this is called, it makes me think of a vineyard. So it's making me think of a vineyard here as you are moving forward, which you are getting your prosperity from. You are creating something more than what is exactly given to you. You are using your imagination, you are using your creativity to bring forth prosperity, and you're looking at the bigger picture because of the bird here. You're looking at the bird's eye view of your existence, and you are sitting there saying, I can achieve exactly what I want to achieve, and it is going to bring prosperity and wealth into my life. Now, it might be financial prosperity, it might be something you value as much as money. Everybody wants it to be like lottery winning, and life doesn't always work that way. But there is a sense of prosperity coming in, and after a time of this karmic debt, after this time of this struggle, you have sat there and you have seen things, and you have really kind of internalized everything that you are learning, and you are moving forward in the prosperity of your soul. You are moving forward in your bounty, in your beauty, in what it is that you desire. And you have had things shatter around you. You have had things fall apart. But it is not stopping you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is a karmic debt being called in. This is something that has been affecting you since childhood. It's been holding you back since childhood. And now it is being cracked open, and you might feel as if it's kind of like Humpty Dumpty. You might feel as if everything is falling apart and it can never be put back together again. But that's not the case at all. It's almost as if everything was cracked open. And it's like a butterfly. Okay? It is like you have been in a chrysalis, and the lightning bolt cracked it open, and now you are going to fly out. And I know she's falling here, and you might sit there and say, Dane, there's no butterfly here, and there's no way that this negativity, I'm trying not to use the word negative, this harmful energy can be turned into something beautiful and joyous. You are moving forward in joy and prosperity. And it is happening because things have been shaken up. things have been turned on their heads and you're starting to see things differently. And you have been put through the mill. You have been, you have sat there and you have experienced disappointment and pain and hardship. And because of that, and because you feel as if at times you're getting further and further away from the beauty of existence, and you're having to fight, but you are fighting. You are moving forward. You are going after what it is that you desire, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and you're not letting this setback take away your bliss, take away your happiness. Actually, it's focusing you and it's making you realize what it is that you want from life. And then you have here the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles can represent an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. But this reading is about you. So it's also representing you. And it is sitting there and it is saying that you are becoming a student of your prosperity. And through all of this, actually, through this Tower energy, you have become a student of your prosperity. You have had to look at things differently. And you have had to sit there and say, what is it that I want from life? How is it that I want to move forward? What is the prosperity that I want to embrace from my existence? And you're not letting anything stand in your way. You're actually sitting there and saying, you know what? I might have been knocked down. People might have thought I was out for the count, but I'm not. I am better, stronger, and wiser than ever before because you're gathering up your knowledge. You're gathering up your understanding, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And because of that, you're finding your balance within your existence. Now, this might mean that a earth sign helps you to move forward and find this balance, but I do also think that it's you having your feet firmly planted on the ground, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, moving forward in your truth, in your bounty, in your prosperity, knowing what it is that you desire. And then you have this balance come in. You have that crown that is falling here, all right? You have that crown here now, covered by the same arc of radiance, bringing the waters to you, bringing these healing spiritual waters to you, cleansing your soul, embodying your spirit, moving you forward. You have half your foot, you have half your foot, you have one foot in the spiritual, and you have the other foot here on the mundane, on the earthly realm. And you're finding this balance. You're being blessed by the angels. You are having a understanding of the masculine and the feminine, of what it is. You can see that, the little symbol on the shirt, of what it is that you desire. You're pouring the waters. You're balancing the scales. You're knowing what it is that you want, and you're finding harmony, balance, and serenity within your soul. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And that is cleansing you. It's moving you forward. It's washing away doubt and fear. And because of that, you go from being a student of what it is that you desire, of getting a message of prosperity, of learning how to move forward in prosperity, wealth, and bounty, to being a master of this prosperity. Again, this could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, but this is also you, embracing the prosperity that is coming into your life. And it doesn't matter here that it's a king or if it was a queen. What it's saying here is that you are moving forward in the divine right of your understanding. You're moving forward with absolute determination. For me, the kings represent a more determined energy, a more stubborn energy, and a more, not going to sit there and be like, oh, not as nurturing an energy as a queen. And I know that's sexist, but that's how I see the cards. And this is saying that it doesn't matter your gender or what you identify as. It matters your soul. And this is saying that your soul is one of determination. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that you know that you want to achieve. You know that you want to succeed here on the earthly plane. And that is what you're doing. That is what you're bringing to this game. You are sitting there, and your clarifying cards are those of success, those of the divine right to succeed in prosperity on this earthly plane, in the here and now, and to move forward in the healing, cleansing rays of the sun, embracing your love, embracing your joy, embracing your happiness, because the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. As much as the Tower card is a card of, karmic debt, and some people say despair, I don't see despair with it. I see lessons being learned when it shows up. This is saying to picture yourself, or to stand in the sun and let their rays guide you, cleanse you, and heal you, because the rays of the sun take away any doubts and fears, any harmful energy that might be around you, and leave you with a sense of warmth and prosperity. Now, if you're in a climate where the sun isn't out or it's super cold outside, this is saying to picture the sun around you, to picture yourself sitting underneath the sun, and its warmth and its joy radiating through you, cleansing you, recharging your energy, recharging your battery, and moving you forward. This is embracing happiness and prosperity. Know that as you embrace happiness and prosperity, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that there are going to be people who are jealous of you. There are going to be people who want to see you fall down and fail. Those people, just keep that wall between you and them and keep on doing your thing. Okay? Know that your soul isn't judged against their feather. And I know that sounds odd, but think of Anubis from Egyptian mythology. I believe it's Anubis. And he judges the souls with a feather, okay, on one scale. And your soul would be on another. And if your soul doesn't weigh more than the feather, you get to go to heaven or to the next realm within Egyptian mythology. And that's what it's saying here. Nobody is judging your soul except your aspect of the divine, your aspect of the universe. So do not care what other people think, because they have no power over you. Yeah. Karmic debt being paid. It is something that you have carried with you for a long, long time, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and you are tired of defending yourself against what other people think you should be doing. You're breaking free and you're embracing your prosperity. You're being a student of what it is that you desire, and you're finding balance and joy within your life. This karmic debt has made you look at your prosperity differently. Become more of a student of what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, and how it is that you're moving forward. Know that this, whatever this pain is for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, has led to this balance and this serenity of soul. And you might not have the serenity of soul within these 10 days, but you're getting closer and closer to it, embracing your prosperity, your bounty, and your joy, leaving behind the pain of having to defend yourself all the time. Sit there and stay on your road, stay on your path, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and don't let other people's harmfulness, don't let other people's, naysaying get you down. I know it's so easy to say and it's so hard to do, but you are embracing prosperity. You are moving forward from student to master of what it is that you desire, with the divine right to live in the prosperity that you want here on this earthly realm, in the here and the now. The healing rays of the sun are washing away the hurt of the past, and it is moving you forward. Know that you're moving forward in happiness, joy, and in bliss. But with that happiness, joy, and bliss does come people who are going to try and want to see you fail. So just be cognizant of that fact and don't let them get you down. But even if you can't go out in the sun, though if you can, I would highly recommend it. Step outside. No, if you can't step outside, picture yourself being healed by the sun. Picture the sun. Picture yourself in a field or in a meadow or wherever it is that you want to be, wherever it is that you love to be. And that sun coming down on you, centering you, grounding you, and washing away any hurtfulness, any harmfulness that could be dragging you down, or harmful energy that could be trying to stop you from proceeding forward into the success that you are going to be embodying. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And I love it, your subconscious message is the 10 of Cups. It's absolute love, joy, prosperity, happiness of home, family. It's moving forward in love, and it's getting exactly what you desire. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You know that it is your time, and it is your time to embrace your joy, your happiness, and the prosperity that is waiting for you. All right, I wish you guys nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.